So sorry guys. Today I have both cold and a sore throat at the same time. It's pretty awful, and I tried to recover as fast as I can for this week's video, but I couldn't, unfortunately. So I'd be hoping I can recover quick enough for next week's video. But now let's get into the deal of today's video. Well, I promised in the last video, right? Today you can send me suggestions, and I will make a lucky draw out of it. Well, I had 3 suggestions, and 3 really different ones, of course. Well, they will appear very shortly. So, suggestion number 1 is from YouTube user Shunde, saying you should do the 2-inch spicy chicken noodle challenge. Are you killing me? Are you torturing me? Anyways, that's part of the list. And number 2 comes from Facebook user Akapomye, and he said, moon landing, what do you think of it? Okay. Number 3 is from Facebook user again, Turata, and he said, why don't you judge United players based on what you think of them, whatever. Well, 3 of them very different. One is a dare, the other conspiracy theory mostly, I can consider that, and the third one is making me say freaking gibberish about my favorite team in front of the screen, in front of the camera. Well, let's see. So now, as you see, this is my tablet, and sorry for the games, those are my younger brothers. So, sorry. I'll go into Chrome, then I'll go into the type, and then random.org, go. So before we go any further, I would just like to say that I'll put 1, 2, 3. So I have 3 suggestions. Sorry, 3. And the first suggestion, number 1, is the Man United players. How do I think of the United players? That will be listed number 1. Number 2 will be the moon landing, and number 3 it will be the spicy chicken noodle challenge. So in other words, I'm going from the last suggestion will be number 1, and the first will be number 3. So let's see. Generate. Fucking generate. 2. So what do I think about the moon landing? That was close. I nearly ended up in the chicken noodle challenge and ending myself in the toilet, or either saying stupid things about my favorite football team in front of the screen. Well, anyways, just before we get into today's video, I'd just like to make one comment. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't think about anything. I don't care about 9/11, whatever. But now the moon landing is wanted. In the next few weeks, some conspiracy theories, some mind-boggling questions will be coming your way. I think I'll be giving you my opinion on that one. So let's get started. Anyways, congratulations to Facebook user Agapomye, and today it's about the moon landing. Da, da, da. Today, the moon landing, I've been making a study about it for the last 3 to 4 years. I never believed anything. My habit is I don't believe what people say, and here comes the problem. I still don't know whether it is true or false because I don't have a telescope to look into the moon and see it. That's the biggest problem. But I make a few theories that kinda make sense. Well, the first thing is the Van Allen belts. That is one thing. How do you get past the Van Allen belts? Do they have the technology to get past the Van Allen belts? That's challenge number 1. And number 2, why are the flags moving? There's no air on the moon. We learned it. There's no air on the moon and the flag is moving. That, to me, is a little suspicious. A lot of people say that the NASA's pictures are missing stars. But what I would like to comment is, from this Earth, from this place, at night when you look up, do you see stars every single night? 365 days, at night, do you see stars every night? The answer, not every place. Some places, clear. Some places there are stars, some places there are clouds. And so, how can you be so sure that there will be stars right after you leave Earth? You've never been out of space. I've never been out of space. So, is there any concrete evidence that as soon as you leave the Earth, even in 1 centimeter out of this atmosphere, that you will see stars? Is there concrete evidence that you will see stars? If there's so, you know where to put it, in the comments, of course. Another thing here is, if the moon landing were to be fake, I'll tell you how many people were part of the whole process. 400,000. Can 400,000 keep that big of a secret? That secret is like the biggest secret of the century, in the 20th century. I'm only 16, but I know 20th century well. And yeah, 400,000 people have to keep that big of a secret. It's bigger than keeping who your girlfriend or who your crush is. Trust me, it's bigger than that. So, can they keep the secret? Or are people just saying that because of jealousy? To be honest, I don't really know either. This is mind-boggling. As I said, this is quite mind-boggling. Another thing is, Grissom, you know that dude, right? He was supposed to be the first person to land on the moon, but he died. As they said, of an accident. Is that really an accident? Or in Apollo 1, was that really an accident? Or was this just a setup because he was not happy with NASA's progress? Well, to be honest, it could be a call either way. It could be an accident because this is the Apollo mission. This was supposed to be the first Apollo mission, or it could be like they've already done it, but they want Grissom to keep his mouth shut. But the best way to keep his mouth shut is to get rid of him. So that could be another way as well. As I keep saying, my head keeps turning and I don't know where to go. So, what do you guys think of the moon landing? Did the NASA fake the whole thing just because JFK said they will be on the moon by the end of that decade? Or is it just another case where people made false comments, or maybe people just turn the whole subject around because of jealousy? Or did 400,000 people kept the biggest secret in the universe? 400,000 people. Did they keep it? To be honest, I can't even find a big solution. I am torn between two ideas. I've been pulled in a million different directions. So I'll leave it up to you. What do you think of the moon landing? True? False? What do you think? Comment down below. And while you're down there, see my Facebook link, Twitter link, and don't forget, give a thumbs up. I'll see you next week. In 5 weeks time, maybe, one of you who are watching this video and turn in suggestions might be the winner. Sayonara. Yeah.